Yeah, guys, are you there? Yeah, is my voice audible? Yeah. So yesterday we were working on this part, right? So right now, whenever my product's component mounts, I'm fetching the data from server and I'm displaying here. So here we are displaying all the categories. Like some products belongs to electronics, some product belongs to jewelry, some product belongs to men's wearing, some product belongs to women's wearing. Okay. So if I select electronics, it is displaying only electronics data. If I select jewelry, I want here jewelry data. Apart from that, I just want to display some more data here. Right now we are displaying image and title. I want to display price. I want to display even price, guys. So how to display price? So for that we have created product component, right? Here we are displaying title. Maybe after this title, I want to display price. Here I want to display price. So to display the price, first of all, we have to get that price here as a props, and that price value we can add here. Now, whenever we are rendering product component, we have to send price value as a props. So that component we are rendering in the products. So here in the products component, we are rendering the product component. Now here we can send price as well. So that information we will get from server, that is product.price. So if I go back here, and if I come back here, I will get here price. So here price is displayed. In the same way, I want to display one button here, like product details. So after this paragraph, maybe I want to display one button, like product details. For this, I will just add some bootstrap classes, outline something like dark. Let's see how it looks. So we got here like this product details. So we are able to display product image, product title, product price, and product details. And if you want, you can display some description also. Okay, right now I am just hard coding some description here. Maybe after price, let's try lorem something like 20. And I will just add here class like lead. So some description will be displayed. Okay. So here I have to say lorem 20, enter. So some description we are displaying here. So anyways, we will get this description information from server as well. So in our APIs, we are getting that description information as well. If you want, you can add that description here. But that description contains a lot of data. So here I can just take this description as a props. I can add here, and that description, if I want here, instead of this content, I can add that description here. So for every content, some description is coming. But if you see, they are giving a lot of description. So this description we can display in our product details component. So it doesn't look that good. That is the reason what I wanted to do is I don't want to add description, just some hard code. I want to hard code something. So here we got something like this. Maybe we can delete some content. We can keep it as short as possible, something like this. Okay, so product image, product title, product price, and here we have this some description related to content, and one button called product details. If I select all, it will display all the product information. Now same thing, I want jewelry also. If I select jewelry, I want to show here only jewelry content. So that jewelry content we can get from the APIs. So already that Fake Store API people are giving us the API to access only jewelry content. And that API I have added here. To get electronics content, this is the API. And if you see this, both the API looks very, very similar. Just this part is changing, just this part parameter is changing. Apart from that, everything is common. So instead of creating two different methods, we can just manage all this in one method only. So how to manage? Let me show you. See, whenever we check this electronics, we are calling one method. What is that method? Let's try to find out. So in my products.jsx file, we have all these radio buttons. So here we have this electronic radio button. Whenever we check this electronic radio button, or whenever we select this electronic radio button, we are calling this function get data category wise. Okay, so I have just changed the method name. Yesterday I have written get electronics. Now I have changed that method name to the get data category wise. And this method I have defined inside my service called product service. So here we have product service. So in last class, this method name was get electronics data. So I have just changed the method name. Apart from that, nothing. Apart from that, there is no change in the logic. So if you see URL, this URL up to here, it is the same for electronics or jewelries or men's wearing or women's wearing. Only this part is changing. So what we can do is this part, we can make it like a dynamic. How to make dynamic? First, we will remove this double quotes and we will take backticks, because in this URL, I want to pass some dynamic data. And wherever you want to pass a dynamic data, there you can use this dollar and open curly brace and close curly brace. And here I can just pass category name, one variable called category name. Now this category name I will define here as a path parameter, as a parameter. It means in this parameter, whatever I will store, that data will come and it will be added in this URL. It means whenever I am calling this get data categories wise method, then I have to pass dispatch function. I have to pass category name also. So can I go back to my product.jsx? No, not products.jsx. Here we are calling this get category wise. Here we are passing dispatch. With dispatch, I have to pass category name. So for electronics, category name will be electronics only. And same on change event, now I can add for all my radio buttons. Here I can add. This is for jewelry. So here instead of electronics, we have to pass category name as a jewelry. In the same way for men's wearing radio button also, we have to add on change event. And here I have to pass that category name. So what is that category name? Let's try to get. So here if I just scroll down, this is the category name. So I will just copy this and I will add here. And same thing for women's also. So first let me copy this on change event, paste here as it is, and let me change here from men's to women. That's it. So you can get this category names from this apis.txt file. Now if I go back here, now let's see whether everything is working or not. If I select jewelry, I got only jewelry data. Only jewelry data. If I select men's wearing, I got only men's wearing data. If I select women's wearing, I got only women's wearing data. If I select all, I will get all the data. I will get all the data. So now here we are able to apply this filtering part. So basically, as a client developer, you are not writing any logic to do filtering. You are just sending a request to a server. Whenever you check on this electronics, you are sending a request to a server and you are telling that I want electronics data. Now at backend, what people are doing, they are just filtering the electronics data and they are sending electronics data to us. That electronics data we are adding inside our Redux and from there we are showing it. All. So here we have a home page where we have created this simple home page. We have products page where we are showing all the products information. And here we have implemented filtering feature. So if you select electronics, user can see only electronics products. If we select jewelry, he can see only jewelry product. Men's wearing, then men's wearing. Women's wearing, here you can just check the women's wear. And here we have product details button. If you want, you can add one more button here, add to cart. So if I go to that product, here apart from this, we can add one more button, that is add to cart. And here we can change this one to success. And here I will say add to cart. If you save it, you will get here add to cart. In between this, you can generate some space. So mx-2 I will say. Here also mx-2. So that some space will be generated between the buttons. Now, if you want from here, you can add this product into the cart. So if I just select this button, I want this product should be added in the cart. If I select this one, I want this product should be added in the cart. And here I want somewhere cart icon or cart link, and I should be able to see all my products in that cart. I should be able to see all my products in that cart. Okay. So what we will do here, we will add one cart link. So let's go to the nav bar. And here let me add one cart link. Cart. Here I will say carts. Now if I go back here, now here we got cart. Now if I select this cart, I want here cart component should display, and in that cart component it should display all the details of the products which I have added in my cart. I have added in my cart. Okay, so this cart part we will design later on, but this is what the functionality we want. And if I select here men's wearing, I want men's wearing component where we can show more details about the men's wearing. Or else later on, if you want, we want to change this, we can change this. We can add here something else. So how many of you done up to here, guys? Products. Like this. Next, I want to implement this product details. If I click on this product details, I want to navigate to the product details component. I want to navigate to the product details component. So how to navigate to the product details component? What we have to do now? So under these pages, if you see, under products, I have some component here, product component. So this product component somehow I want to add inside this products folder. Here I want to add. So let me just go back here. Under the SRC, we have under pages, we have products. So what I want to do is, here I don't want to create any component, just I wanted to show the structure. So I will delete this. Here action, right now product action creator we have. So let's keep that as it is. Reducer, let it be as it is. Services, let it be as it is. Now in these products, I will keep here only, but this one I want to remove from here and I want to add inside the components folder under products. I want to add here. And if I add here, then here the path will change. So that path I have to change here. This path will change. This path we have to change. If I go back here, yes, everything is working fine. Yeah, let me just go back. Products. Here we have all electronics. We have electronics. Again, if I come back, products. Here we have electronics, jewelry, men's wearing, women's wearing. Here cart. Okay, right now I will remove these three links: men's, women's, and kids wearing. Okay, I will just comment it so that it looks like this right now. Home, products, carts. If I click on log out, we are logging out. If I click on sign in, we are in the sign in. Products, and here we have a cart. So here, instead of showing like this content, if you want, you can show some logo here, some logo. So can we try some logo? Like I will just say e-commerce logo. In real time, you will get logos, guys. Okay, there will be some designers who are going to give that logos to you. They will design that logos and they will provide that logos to you. Okay, so let me just try to take this copy image link. We can go to navbar. Here, can I take one image, SRC, and here width, we will assign something like 300. Let's try. Height around 70. Now if I go back here, let's see how it looks. So we got something here, but here we are getting this background image as well. So some logo we have to select. So let's decrease height little bit. 50 I will try to make something like this. And width 200 if I make, it looks like this. Maybe 60. Or we can make it 70 only. It will take complete width and little bit width we can increase. So you can just adjust it. So some logo we are displaying here. Products card. Yeah. So tell me how many of you done up to here, guys? So can you start showing me your output, how much you guys have done?
Yes, sir. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, just 1 minute. So let me just change the title also. How to change title, guys? How to change the title? See, right now, this is the title, white plus React. I want to change this title. How to change this title?
Yeah, in the index.html, there we can change.
So index.html. Let's go. And here we can change this title. Okay. So I will just say like my com app. Now we got here this one. Now I want to change this icon. So for that, they have added here link. So this path they have given. If I just change, if I remove this path, okay, how to remove this icon? What we have to do? It's already loading from your browser only. So how to remove that icon?
I will comment the link, sir, line number 5.
If I comment, do you think that it will go?
Yes.
Come back here. No, it's not going. Okay, so let me recompile my application. Let me stop my server and recompile it. No, so still it's not going. Can you find a way how to remove this icon from here? And I want to add my own icon. Yeah, I have compiled it.
My code, it working for me.
Hmm?
Yes, just I have commented that one, so it's working for me.
I have recompiled it, still not working. Okay, so that will part here. Just try to search. I will tell you why it is not working. So here we got this e-commerce. Here we got some links. Yeah, now you can start sharing your screen and just show me how much you guys have done.
Okay, sir.
Just check. Now you can share.
Yeah.
Okay.
My screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, so logo is not coming for me. Just I have commented here in this line.
Okay. Now click on login.
The login, so we came here.
Mhm.
This is our page.
Okay.
This is our product. I, I have completed till here. I will apply the filter. I think right now I will not apply the filter, so it will
Fine. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Click on log getting back to login, right? Yeah. And on this sign up also add that router. Have you added?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have added, but as earlier I have asked, because we make as a component, so when we click, it will not work, sir.
Okay. Then you did not work on that, how to resolve. Just
Mm.
check. Okay. From your end, check. Then I will explain that part also. Okay.
Because here it is a true, then only came here. If it is a false, always came into the login.
Hmm. So that part we have to exclude. So how we have to exclude, I will explain that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else, guys, who wants to share? Shiva, Anil, Suresh, Kavita, Snehal. Anyone wants to share? Just show me how much you guys are done so that at least I can understand how much you guys are doing, where you guys are getting stuck. Okay. So tomorrow share, guys, everyone. So tomorrow I want to see everyone's output. Okay. You have to share. You have to show how much you have done. So tomorrow mandatory for everyone to share your screen and you have to show. Okay. So join tomorrow's session from laptop and you have to show all your outputs. Now my requirement is, so let me share my screen. Now my requirement is, if I click on this product details, then I want to navigate to the product details component. And in that component, I want to show only this particular product details, complete details of this particular product I want to show. Okay. So first, let's see if I click on this button, how to navigate to some other component. So for that, we require product details component. So let me create one product details component. So under components, we have products folder. Under that, I will create one file called product details.jsx. Under product details.jsx, I am creating here one component, that is product details component. So let me just add here one h2 and let me just mention here product details right now. And let me add a class. I will just say -5 display 4. So we got product details component. Now my requirement is, if I click on any product details button, I should navigate to that product details component. So what I have to do for that? How to navigate to product details component? If I click on this button, what changes I have to do? Anybody, what changes I have to do?
First, we need to write a on-click method.
Okay. After that, what
And,
that?
and then we can pass the props, that particular product details, and then call that particular component.
How to call that component on button click? For example, I'm going to the product.jsx. Here I have that button. So on this button, let's assume that I have clicked it on click. I have to call one method, right? Let's assume that navigate product details. This function I want to call navigate to the product details. Now this function I am defining here. Const navigate product details. Because simply I will say navigate to product details. Now here what logic I have to write? If I click on that button, this function will be called. Now in this function, what I need to do so that I can navigate to the product details component.
We can change the URL.
Now to change the URL,
Use navigate.
for that you can call, you can import use navigate hook from React Router DOM and simply call that navigate function. To get that navigate function, first of all, we have to call this use navigate. It will return one navigate function to us. And using this navigate function, we can change the URL. So here I can call navigate function and I can change the URL. Let's assume that we are changing to product details. Now, if I go back here, if I click on any product details button, right now the path is /products. The moment I click on any button product details, path is changing to /product details. But here, right now, we are not displaying product details component. Now, what extra configuration we have to do? Now, I see here product details component is not displayed.
Yeah, so need to add in the routes and the navigate page. Same thing.
We have to go to the routing routes. Now here we have to add one route. So we have to say if the path is product details. In that case, which component you have to display? Product details component. Import product details component from component product details. And here we have to render that product details component. So we are saying that whenever our browser URL path is /product details, then you have to show product details component. Now, if you see product details component will be visible. If I go to products, if I click on this product details, I've got product details. And here also, if I click product details. So if you click on any product details button, you will come to product details. Now here in this component, we have to display that particular product entire details. So now the question is how you will pass the data from product details. From product component to product details. How we can pass the data?
I think we pass only the ID and with the data already in our Redux. So we will fetch the and filter with the ID in the product details component.
So here, can I pass ID here?
Yes, as a pass parameter.
So let's suppose here we are taking the ID. And here, whenever I want to call this, I want to pass the ID. So directly we cannot pass here. So in that case, we can define one function. Inside that, we can call navigate to product details and we can pass ID. And from where we will get the ID? So already here we are getting this ID, right? So this ID we can pass. Now that ID will come here. Now can I pass that ID here? I need to pass this ID. So can I pass directly like this ID? Directly if I pass ID, so in your browser, see, URL will be like this. If I click on any product details button, just watch this path. Right now path is /products. The moment I click on this, it's like /product details /ID. So we don't want this term ID, we want the actual data here. So what we can do for that? Simply take backticks here. Because in this we need to pass some dynamic data. And add here $. this one, and pass ID here. Now let's check. Go to products. If I just click on product details, now here I got ID. Now we have to configure route also in that way. So we have to say to the browser that after /product details, here I am passing one path parameter. So how to tell? For that we have to add /DOS or colon, and here we have to provide one key, one reference, that is ID. Now see, we got product details. Now this ID we have to access inside this component, inside the product details component. So how to access the ID inside the product details component? This is where your use params hooks comes into picture. So use params is a hook which you can call, and this hook is going to return one object. In that object, all your path parameters will be available. Right now we have only one path parameter, that is ID. So we can destructure that object and we can get ID from there. And that ID you can display here. So right now I'm just displaying that ID here. If I come back here, here, this ID, let me save. Now save it. You got that ID value. Already all this I have explained. How to get your path parameters, how to pass path parameters. So here we got this ID. Now in this component, first we have to get the products data. I have to get the products data. How to get the products data? For that, use selector. But use selector is coming from React Redux. Import use selector, call that use selector. Now what use selector will do? It will return the data. I will say product details. We'll take one callback function. Now in this callback function, we have to pass one store and you have to return store dot. What we have to do? Store dot
Product reduction.
Reducer dot products, right? This is what we have. Let's try. Let's check. Go to the console. Just refresh. Let me click on products. Here we got it. Okay, in products.jsx, it is asking us key products. Let me just remove that warning. Under pages. After that we have products.jsx. Are we using here any key? Here I have to use key. Now I will just pass here product.id. So that warning will be removed. Okay. If I just refresh here, I will get that warning is removed. So products reducer, under that we have data. Okay, key name is data. So here it should be data. Now it will return all the product details, but I want to filter it. So can we filter here itself? Can we filter here itself? In this use selector, can we filter our data? So this line is going to return one array. On that array, can I call filter function? Filter will take one callback function. In that, I can have each product data, and from that product, I want to access ID, and I just want to match with this current ID. Current ID. If that returns, it will return that product detail. Again, it will be in the array format. Now let's assume that I want to display something. So let me just try here product detail of 0 dot. I will display a title. Let's see whether we are able to display title or not. If I click on any button here, I'm able to display it. So dot product reducer dot data dot filter. Here we are filtering it and we are getting the data. Now here you have to design the component. Like exactly how you want your user interface, that you have to design it. So here what I want is, I want to create one class like product details. And here I want to create one CSS product details dot CSS. That CSS we can import here. Product details dot CSS. And here now you can design whatever UI you want. So what I want is, I want one div. So basically I want my product details like this. Here I want to display the product image, and then I want to display all the product details here in the description list format. In this structure I want. So for that I'm taking one div here. I will add a class here called image panel. I will take one more div. I will say here content panel. Okay, here product image panel, something like this. And here product content panel. In this div, I want to display one image with some SRC like 100%, and height I will take around 400. Here alt, I will say product. And here I just want to use description list, that is DL. Inside that DT in bold tag, I will just use here product name. And here in the DD, I want to display the product. So product details of 0. Here we can add dot title. So like this, I can display product title, then after that product price, and here before product price, if you want, you can display product description. And then we can display category. Here we can display category. And I think we are going to get rating details also, product rate, rating. Okay, rating is little bit nested. So if you go back here, if you go to that inspect console, here if you see, if I just open any product information here, now you have category, you have description, ID, image, price, rating. Rating, see, the value of rating is one object. In that you have rate and you have count. So we want this rating 3.9. So it should be rating dot rate. So here it should be rating dot rate. So description category. So we got all these details here and we want image. Here it should be width 100%. And in the SRC place, we want here product details of 0 dot image. Okay, later on if you want you can destructure it, because if you destructure it returns one object. Again in that we can destructure properties. Let's try that. So here we got product details, image, name, price, description, category, rating. So almost all details we are displaying here. But if you see, this image and content are coming one after another, but we want one beside another. So in that case, we can use flex concept. So this product details, I can select in my CSS. I can simply say display flex. And width, I will make it 1200 pixel, margin 100 pixel auto, so that it looks like this. Okay, right now it looks like this. Instead of 100 pixel, let me make it 50 pixel. And then we have product image panel. For this width 30% and dot product details dot product content panel. For this width, I will make it 70%. Apart from that, what else we can do? So here we got it. So for this, we can add some padding. Something like 20 pixel or maybe 30 pixel. What like this. Let me decrease width to 800. Let me see how it looks. It looks like this, maybe 1000. It looks like this. So here we have product name, product price, description, category, rating, and we want some add to cart button again here also. So here we can add one more button, add to cart. BTN hyphen outline hyphen success. So here we get add to cart button. And if you want, you can add box shadow. 0010 pixel black. You got box shadow. And here also some padding, 20 pixel. So you got something like this. If you want to add box shadow, add it. If you don't want to add, you can skip it. So even if I skip, it looks like this. So here we are just adding product details. So category is a men's clothing. So products, if I click on any particular product, let's assume that I'm clicking on this ring, I got that details. So product name, price, description, category, rating. That particular product details we got here. If you want here, you can add one back button also. Back to products like that. I can add here one more button, that is back button. Back to product. Here dark I will add. MX-2. Here also MX-2. So that it looks like this. So now if you click on any product, you will be able to get, for example, I'm just going to your women's wear. I got here women's wear. Now maybe I want to check this particular jacket complete details. I can click on this. Here we are able to check it. Product details, complete details. Understood, guys, this part? So here we are just using filtering. We are first fetching the complete data from the store. So till here we got the data. On that we are applying the filter. And we are just filtering based on ID. Based on ID. Now, if I click on back to product, then I should go back to that products page. I should come back to here. That is what I want. See, here there is some issue we are getting. It is selecting all, but still here it is showing this data only. So this we have to rectify. So now if I'm in women's wear and if I click on product details, I am here. And if I click back to products, now if I click back to products, see here still it is showing this data only. So this issue we have to rectify because here radio button is all, but still it is showing only women's wearing data. It is not showing all the data. This is bug. We have to work on this part as well. Okay. So if I refresh, I'm getting it, but somehow we have to work on that part as well. Here women's wearing, here men's wearing. If I click on this, I got that product details. So if I click on this product we have to add in the cart. If I click on back to products, I should be able to go back to the products. And we have to, if I click on cart, I should get here cart, and here I should be able to display all the cart details. That is what all we have to implement. Yeah. So that's all, guys, from my end for today's session. So just go and practice, guys. Okay. So I will push this code right now. So you can have a look on this code and just practice it. So try to develop by your own with the understanding. If you don't understand something, then only try to watch the code. And again, try to implement from the start till you are able to implement everything without taking the help of any notes or videos. Till that, you have to practice and work. Then only you will understand how the things are working. So I have just updated this on the GitHub. From there, you can get it. Yeah, that's all, guys. So let's meet tomorrow and let's continue. Here we have to add some more sections, okay? Some more sections we will try to add here. so that our home page will look little bit more bigger, more larger.